The Adventures of Robin Hood. Chapter 16. Sir Richard helps a stranger. Sir Richard's life improved thanks to Robin Hood's gold. Crops filled his land and his castle was repaired and rebuilt. Robin had said his £500 was a gift, but Sir Richard was determined to pay him back. One fine morning, a year later, Sir Richard set out to return the money. He traveled with some of his own armed men. 3 horses carried heavy bags and boxes. The men marched on to the top of the hill. In the town below, they saw colorful flags and streamers waving in the breeze. "What's happening in the town today?" asked Sir Richard. "A fair," replied one of his men. "Many people go just to watch the wrestling matches. I heard there's a great prize for the winner." "That sounds interesting," said the knight. "Let's join them." The fair was held in the center of the town. On the green lawn, musicians were playing bagpipes. In the tent, some people were dancing. But the biggest crowd was gathered around the wrestling ring. Sir Richard and his men headed that way. A wrestling judge recognized the knight. "That's Sir Richard," said the judge. "He's a good knight. Let's invite him to sit with us," said the chief judge. So Sir Richard was soon sitting on the judge's platform. The chief judge pointed to a man in the ring. "Egbert from Stoke is the best wrestler today." "Who's wrestling against him?" asked Sir Richard. "One of our own men from this town," the chief judge said proudly. "He's known as William with the Scar." Sir Richard watched the wrestling match with great interest. William with the Scar soon won the match. The crowd cheered. William walked around the ring, daring anyone to wrestle him. "Who would like to face me now?" he called to the crowd. "I'm the bravest wrestler in all the land." Suddenly, a loud voice cried out, "I'd like to turn." A young man stepped into the ring. He was not as heavy as William, but he was taller and broader in the shoulders. The 2 men began to wrestle. It was clear they were almost equal in strength, but suddenly the stranger grabbed William and threw him to the ground. William didn't get up. He lay there with his eyes closed. "If you kill him, you're in trouble," shouted one of the judges. "He's my cousin." "He knew the risks when he started a wrestle," said the stranger boldly. Richard turned to one of the judges. "He is right, the match was fair." 3 men raced forward to lift William from the ground. Fortunately, he was not dead, just days from his fall. The chief judge presented the prize to the strangers. "Young man, the prize is yours." The crowd booed. Sir Richard scratched his head as he stared at the winner, trying to recall his name. The stranger had beaten William so quickly and easily. Soon the young man left the ring and began to walk around the fair. People stared at a tall boy with light hair and red cheeks. "Look at him," said a woman. "He's showing off because he won." "You only won because you cheated," shouted a man. The stranger ignored the insults and went to watch the dancing. Suddenly a man threw a rock and hit him in the head. A burly blacksmith picked up a staff and shook it in a threatening way. More rocks were thrown at the stranger. The blood dripped from the cut on his forehead. Meanwhile, Sir Richard had just remembered the young man's name and hurried after him. "Stop attacking him!" cried Sir Richard. "This is the great David of Doncaster. David is one of the best wrestlers in England and one of Robin's Hood men. The crowd gasped and stepped aside to let Sir Richard reach David. Thanks for rescuing me, said David. Robin will be grateful too. I'm on my way to see Robin now, said Sir Richard. Come with me. Robin Hood was waiting for Sir Richard when both men arrived in Sherwood Forest. Sir Richard leaped from his horse and hugged Robin. I have kept my word and brought back the money you gave me. At first, Robin refused to take Sir Richard's money, but a knight insisted. Put his money in our treasury, said Robin to David. We used our £500 to help Sir Richard. Now we'll use his gold to help someone else.